What's going on, guys? It's Sydney here. I am just down at Bondi in Sydney, New South Wales. Check that out. So I'm across the road from the beach, not directly on it, and I've just been to Bondi markets. And I know the lighting is really shitty here, but bear with me. I actually went and bought some books just now. Bought some books from this bookstore. Dude called Daryl runs the place. Some of you may be familiar with this book, George Orwell, 1984. Perhaps you may also be familiar with this book, George Orwell, Animal Farm. And this book, which I actually found incredibly hilarious, and you should gift it to any woman who's looking to get married to someone that you care about so that they can actually understand him instead of just giving up on him straight off the word go. Hang on. This here. Why Men Don't Listen and Women Can't Read Maps. So freaking true. I was literally in the middle of the bookstore cracking up and laughing my ass off. So much so that I actually attracted the attention of a couple of women who came and read the book with me. And they laughed and they totally agreed. And I think it's something that men and women both need to be aware of, the differences before anyone engages in a relationship in any way, shape or form. And I know this is Men Going Their Own Way channel, but you know, whatever your own way is, whatever that direction is that you're taking, that's your choice, that's your way, regardless of whether that involves another woman or not. But you really need to be careful in the current environment because we all know how things are. So I went up to this guy Daryl as I was purchasing the books, and I said to Daryl, I said, you know what, Daryl? Normally I walk from one end of a bookstore to another. Every bookstore I go into, I walk in, and I see a few things, I'm like, it looks okay, but I don't know what I want to justify spending $30 on the book, right? And these are all secondhand books. They're like $5, $6, $7, great price. And I actually said to him, I said, you know, I normally don't get really enthralled, or I really rarely get captured by the books that I see in bookstores. But you've just got so much gold and so many amazing books in this place. I said, I just can't wait to read them, right? And like, I don't want to buy too many books because I'm not going to read them all. So I just want to buy a couple and get started on them and go through them. Oh, god damn, look at that kind of car. Look at that. Damn black Ferrari got me all flustered here. So, yeah, and I got chatting to Daryl, and then he mentioned something, and I was like, hey, you know. And he goes, yeah, and especially as a man, we can't do anything right because we're demonized. Because I was talking to him about the why men don't listen and why women can't read maps. And he was saying, you know, we're always portrayed as the bumbling fools in advertisements and whatnot. And I got chatting to him, and I told him about my channel, and I told him about the catfights and crying at an all-female workplace. Sorry about the music in the background, guys. I know it's very noisy here. Oh, come on. I'm gonna wait for all these bikes to go past. Give it a second. Oh, that's so cool. Have you guys seen this little Honda Grom before? These tiny, tiny little bikes. They're freaking sick. So now that all those bikes are past me, I'm gonna continue talking. And he started telling me about how there's been a slew of Australian companies that have had female CEOs. And almost all of these companies have actually started to lose profitability or go backwards once a female CEO is appointed. And the media never covers it. They might briefly say that, you know, this company is, you know, not performing as well and this is the CEO. But they never outright come out and say, hang on guys, I'm gonna show you these little bikes, they're so fucking cool. How sick is that little Honda Grom? What an awesome, awesome, awesome little bike. Where is this place I'm looking for? I don't know, I'm gonna keep walking. So, yeah, and he got talking and he was saying about how the media never cover that these women just completely fucked the company. And I told him about the whole get woke, go broke. He'd never heard of the term woke, and you know, probably good for him, but I explained it to him and he totally agreed with me. And he was saying, By the way, yes, Mark, it is Bondi I'm down at. He was saying that, you know, the media never want to outright come out and say this company would have performed better if you put a man in the CEO position based on merit rather than a female in the CEO position based on partially merit and partially vagina. And that's real, you know, like that is so 100% true. And sure, look, there's companies that have got... Calm down, mate. And I've seen companies like, for example, Boost Juice. Boost Juice, it's a healthy juice company. It's a perfect example of a company that has a female CEO. She's ground root. She started it from a single store. She built it from the ground up. Right, and I really respect Janine Ellis because of the way that she's built her company. She's been on Shark Tank and she's a very successful entrepreneur. And I take my hat off to her, literally and metaphorically. But it's when you actually start to virtue signal, right? You start to virtue signal and you're essentially ignoring, the reality of the world. There's plenty of guys out there that would suck as their CEO. Let's be honest, right? Plenty of guys, plenty of girls. And you need to pick these CEOs based on merit. You really have to, because this is the financial success of not only the company, but its shareholders, its stakeholders, the people that have invested their hard-earned money and said, I have faith in your company and I'm gonna put my money into it because I have so much faith in your company that I expect a return on my investment. And that's why I'm investing with your company, right? Whereas I don't know that a lot of these people would have actually gone and invested their money to begin with, had they known that the next CEO was going to be a diversity hire. Let's be honest. Holy crap balls, somebody just... give me a second here. Now, it's not showing up in the chat. I don't know. Here we go, Sil. Sil, brother, thank you so much for your generous donation, my man. Very, very humbled. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think. Have any of you read Animal Farm? Have any of you read 1984 by George Orwell? And have any of you read the book, Why Men Don't Listen and Why Women Can't Read Maps? I'd really love to get your thoughts on all of those. And I guess I'm coming across people every single day from all walks of life, from stall owners to taxi drivers to... which street am I at here? I don't know, I'm just gonna keep walking. From stall owners to taxi drivers, all different types of people. Men, women, rich, poor, successful, humble, egotistical, all different people. And they're all saying the same thing, right? And this is the silent revolution that I believe is about to occur. This is the silent stance, right, that's gonna take place at the polling booths. Right, this is the lynch mob that is going to start taking down the people who take that step too far. I'm not saying like they're going to go out and murder them and lynch them and kill them, but they're going to lynch them politically. They're going to lynch them socially, right? Until people start to learn that you don't fuck with the majority, right? The minority might be the loudest and have the biggest platform, but that doesn't mean that the actions of those few that go against the wishes of the majority will be tolerated for any period of time. Right, we're in a place and a time right now where wrongthink is punished. But today's wrongthink is tomorrow's dominant culture. In fact, I'd argue that it already is. Anyway, man, I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Please drop your thoughts in the comment below. But before you hang up, before you press that end button, before you exit YouTube right now, I want you to go down into the description below and have a look at my Mobro link. I'm raising money for prostate cancer awareness. It's a month called Movember. So I've shaved everything and I am going to grow it back. I'm not going to touch it with one single razor blade for the whole month of November. I'm raising it for a good cause. If every single one of you could donate $1, we'd raise over $10,000 quite comfortably. In fact, it'd be over $11,000. We're already almost $400 of my initial $2,000 goal. Guys, I cannot thank you enough for the support you've been giving. You know, prostate cancer is a very real threat to men. And, you know, as we know, breast cancer research gets the majority of funding. It gets more funding than all other cancer research combined. So let's actually stand up for some men. Let's look after the men who are affected uniquely by prostate cancer, and give a dollar or two of your money. I've already donated a couple of dollars myself, and I've had, in fact, I want to read out some of the comments and some of the donations by people that have put their names as a thank you in a following video. We even had $200 donation from one incredibly generous individual. It doesn't go to me, it goes directly to the Movember Foundation. Not 1 cent of it passes through my hands. So, I don't get involved in it, but I know that all the money goes to prostate cancer research. So if you could get involved, give a dollar or more or whatever you're happy to share. I go and have a look on the website as well. I believe it is tax deductible if you make a donation in certain countries. So please check that out as well. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go for now. I really appreciate you tuning in, and I really appreciate your support in advance for Movember to research prostate cancer and the causes and how we can cure it, and look forward to smashing these goals out of the park so we can help other men, which is what I aim to do every single day when I go live for you guys. All right, men, I really appreciate you. I'd love to get your thoughts on what I talked about earlier in the video in the comments below after I finish this live video. Please give this a thumbs up. Please share it with other people that you think will resonate with this. Share it with the silent majority. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.